What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Recording now. I keep wanting to clap because it's just like, I mean, we did that for like almost 30 episodes.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I just like, I feel like we need to like warm up to this because I'm holding the book right now. We're probably going to show the image of this on screen.
When you show it, you should play like a stinger, like
yeah. I was hoping to like, you know, like just like banter a bit about like just what's going on right now, current or not politics, pop culture stuff, but like this, I feel like this book is staring at me. I mean, it kind of is because
it is that little girl. She's got the scanner's eyes.
She got the omen eyes or whatever.
Oh fuck yeah!
I was just mentioning she kind of reminds me of Alexandra Daddario. You know her? She played Annabeth and Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
She was in the Baywatch movie. She has like really, really blue eyes.
Yeah, eyes so blue they can cryogenically free. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the only thing I know about that's the only thing I remember about the Baywatch, like the actors were in it were Zac Efron, The Rock was in it because of course he is. He's in everything.
If he's in it, he's even really good movies. They're like, fuck, we need to save this bloated whale of a film. Call him The Rock.
I also remember actually Alexandra Daddario, who I think she plays Pam Anderson's character in the movie, but she there was an interview with her, and she was saying like how like when she was talking to the director, she was like, you know, you need to make sure the titties bounce just right. Because that was basically half the show. Or that's why people remember it was Pam Anderson's boobs bouncing in slow motion.
Yeah. Reminds me of like the pump TVs, you know. Apparently, one of my it's Ron White who said this, but my uncle also had pump TV. You know, you can't have that kind of coordination to watch those kind of shows at once.
I remember Son of the Beach, which was like a parody of Baywatch.
Yeah,
that was good. I can't remember the name of the guy, the lead actor in it, but he was also in My Name Is Earl, who actually played himself because I remember his character was like a game show host on the public access television station on My Name Is Earl, and he kept bringing up like that he was on Son of the Beach, which was I guess the only role he was known for at the time. But I remember it was really interesting because it kind of reminded me a lot of Police Squad, The Naked Gun, where it was like that spoof kind of feel to it, the Zucker brothers kind of feel to it.
I like that kind of spoof.
Yeah, it's I would recommend it if you love Airplane and The Naked Gun. But yeah, like this book. I want to give some like background to this because I actually got this book. This was a gift from my grandmother. I went to visit my dad over the weekend, and before I left, she had this like on the right next to my backpack. So she wanted me to take this with me. She always gives me like these weird books, like self-help stuff, whenever I visit. But yeah, this one.
You'll need it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and like I don't know what she's trying to say with this one.
Maybe it's like she wants to set up a prophecy, like you will be the one to lead the Indigo Man-child.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm sorry, picture like the biblical Exodus, but it's all just these man-child in California.
It's too hot out here. I want some potato chips.
It's the Exodus over to a very large cliff.
But I did some like actual research on this stuff a couple nights ago. So indigo children, it's like basically it's like people who believe in this sort of their kids end up autistic or like developmentally like hindered, and they interpret this as some sort of like new age like almost like evolution. Kind of like, remember when we talked about the Predator? That's actually one of the plot points is that the autistic kid might I mean, they're like, you know, autism might be like they sometimes just think that it's like the next evolution.
No, it's fucking not.
Yeah, and like we're both on the spectrum. More or less.
It's like no.
So I think that we're good authorities on this. It's like it's wild. Like whenever I hear about people like this,
it reminds me of like a 30s sci-fi novel.
Yeah. I see this more as like a 60s sci-fi novel.
Yeah.
Because like it has that sort of hippie stuff around it. Like basically they believe that there's like autistic kids who are born like in like millennial age, like early to mid 90s, and they're born with like these special auras. And like this is actually stuff in the book. It's like let me quote this right now. An unusual group of youngsters called indigo children. The members of this group were described by social workers and healthcare facilitators, citation needed, alike as extremely self-confident, independent, and self-motivated, strong-willed yet responsible, highly assertive yet unusually compassionate, exceptionally intelligent yet non-conforming. It's like a lot of really vague terms.
And a lot of conflicting ones.
Yeah. One in particular, like right at the beginning of the book, kind of caught my attention. They recount this story of this like this kid, 3-year-old who's like in a daycare and like he throws toys out the window and other kids and just goes up to like kids and like just like pulls down their pants or whatever. They say it's something inappropriate, so like I can only assume. But like they mention how when like the teacher is like, you know, when Susan looked into his eyes, she saw not mental illness or disconnection from the world, but a lively intelligence. Immediately, the image of her highly intuitive son Dave came to mind. Of course, it actually says that with an exclamation point here. So it goes on to say how this lady brought in her son, who's like in his 20s, and it even like it even goes to describe him in detail. Like the next day, 6'6" tall Dave with ebony muscles rippling beneath his short sleeved shirt. Like, why would you write that?
That's like a porno description.
Yeah, it's like both of the women were women who wrote this stuff. So like, yeah, you can tell like what they. Whatever. But, like, the point is that this...
The way they describe the things, like, in the monster movie, like, no, it's not a monster, it's a thinking creature!
But, yeah, it goes on to explain, like, this guy, he's able to communicate telepathically with this kid, and he says that how, like, let's see, he was, like, this kid thought that he was, like, no, yeah, I don't know, like, cause it's worded weirdly, where it says he was an engineer in the army. James explained, within his specialty in designing catapults. He was a practical joker, hence the interest in building and throwing, and the jokes on his classmates, guided by the wisdom of a 3-year-old. So it sounds like this 3-year-old's like being possessed by like a past life or something. Or,
oh
like,
no! His name is Franz the Murderer.
It's like really weird stuff.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, fucking telepathy.
Apparently, like I was like doing a lot of research, or like a bit of research, and it says like these kids are like immune to junk food, like weird tidbits here and there.
I'm not an indigo child.
According to so-and-so in her book, The Crystal Children, they are actually autistic, AWE-tistic. And when I read that, I'm like, I need to bring this in. I need to just...
I'm sorry. If there's someone who has an autistic kid and feels so fucking guilty, like, oh no, crib death didn't happen, I need to make myself feel better.
Yeah, so there are indigo children, crystal children, rainbow children. It's basically like Pokemon.
No, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like an anime.
Yeah.
Now, like, like Sailor Moon-esque anime, but the indigo child with the crystal child, and they're fighting to control the rainbow children from the evil forces of socio-normative factions.
Yeah, but like I was about to say, like if you're listening to this and it sounds familiar, David Cage made a game that was inspired by this concept. A game that's kind of like gone like this has not aged well at all. I remember watching a gameplay of it. It was on yourmoviesucks.com. He did this is a gameplay channel. Adam plays. He did a gameplay of Indigo Prophecy a while ago, and it's really it looks so bad.
God, I remember when it came out. I think it was Heavy Rain. Never mind.
Have you seen that tweet that David Cage put out about his own game, saying, like he was basically just like talking about his game like he was somebody else, saying, this game taught me that games can be more about more than just violence and killing, and he's just tweeting about his own game on his own Twitter account. It's basically just him sniffing his own farts, just like connecting a hose down there and just going like.
I'm sorry. It's like a dog licking himself is what I think of when people talk like that. Oh, fuck.
But yeah, like, you think David Cage thought that like Ellen Page was an indigo child, and that's why he put her in Beyond Two Souls?
I hope not. I honestly no.
Like I would not put it past David Cage to actually believe this crap.
Oh no, I 100% believe he believes it. I just no. Oh.
Wouldn't that be amazing if like it turned out that like Indigo Prophecy was David Cage's Left Behind?
Oh no. God. Next thing you see, Ellen Page is gonna be psychokinetically killing people. It's gonna be like Elfin Lied, but with Ellen Page.
Yeah, ugh. That's gonna be the Netflix adaptation.
Oh no. Don't give him ideas.
But like this stuff, I don't know, it kind of makes me a little bit sad because it makes me like picture these kids now. Like, I mean, it's not hard to picture because now like these kids are grown up.
I wonder how well this sold. I bet this sold like hotcakes.
Yeah, the back, like if you read the back, it's just like nonsense.
Child Spirit Institute, Earthwalk. Earthwalk sounds like a fucking Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah, like I mentioned to you on Facebook on Messenger how like this is kind of giving me ideas for my own comic with the paranormal stuff.
I want to make a villain who's an indigo child who
Like,
never.
The guy I had in mind was. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
So no, you go first.
Well, I had in mind was one of the characters who's like a telepath. Like it would be like that. She grew up in she was raised in like an institute that trains abilities, but they're also abusing the kids in there. So I get a lot of child abuse vibes from this sort of concept.
Yeah, like the Child Spirit Institute, like they're hooked up to a machine sucking energy out of them. Yeah, just a whip crack in the background.
It's like, yeah, like here, put on this blindfold. It'll help you concentrate. Now let's go in this dark room.
Oh no! And it says "Bleed Man."
You see the orange shirt emerge from the shadows.
Imagine if it was the Invisible Man and all you see is the orange shirt floating around. My idea was like a fucking he is psychic and he's like an indigo child, but he never changed the world. So next thing you know, he wants to go all Ozymandias on everyone.
I actually saw that there's going to be an HBO series, Watchmen.
Oh fuck!
It's actually not. It's actually going to be like an original story set in like modern day.
Ooh.
It's like I only saw like one screenshot of some guy wearing a Rorschach mask, and even just that screenshot made me go like, oh god.
I hope they do a thing where it's like generational, like some other mentally abused Polish guy put on the Rorschach mask.
I mean, I'm sort of optimistic because at least I haven't seen the trailer.
HBO has a good track record,
and also like if they're gonna do their own script, then it has potential. At least you're not ruining the like original. Like, at least you're trying to... Because, like, that was one of my complaints about the Watchmen movie, was that it tried to be too much like the book. And, like, there was some points where Zack Snyder did, like, sort of do some of his own, like, satire on superhero movies. Like, you look at the, like, Ozymandias costume, and he has, like, bat nipples on his costume. God. So, like, there is some stuff that spoofs or, like, satirizes superhero movies. And I feel like you could do that better now with all the MCU.
Fucking, yeah.
And, like...
the 68 hours everyone has spent in fucking Marvel.
Mm-hmm. If you think about it, the DC... cinematic universe is kind of a postmodernist satire genius work of blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. David Cage is in the room.
Yeah, no, that's Zack Snyder.
Oh, that's how you hunt for most auteur directors. You have to walk around with a fart sniffing animal.
Mm-hmm. Ever seen that episode of South Park where they buy
the
Priuses?
smog.
Yeah, the smog.
Oh god, I love that episode.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, here's my new thing. If I don't want to call someone an insult because I believe they're too pathetic, I use the term whistle pig. That's what they call groundhogs in Pennsylvania.
I was wondering what that was.
I'm sorry, I just love the word so much. Because I was like, you motherfucking whistle pig!
Yeah, you should look up Slur Machine. The Dick Show, like, they still have that up. I don't know if I mentioned that to you before.
I heard of it, I think.
It's like the, what did they call that, the Nazis use, the encryption machine?
Yeah.
So, like this is sort of a machine, or like a website that, like, auto-generates every day, like a different word for what slur you need. The Enigma machine. That's what I'm thinking of.
The Enigma machine, by the way, always made me think of, like, a supervillain.
So, like, you every day, like, the word for the N-word changes from like Bisbee to kick N or kick J or whatever. Like I don't know what it is today.
I'm not the one to see what the local slur every day is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the thing is, a lot of people would need to use it in order for it to catch on. So
yeah,
like I guess it's like gonna be just an underground thing, which is probably. I guess that's probably what it's meant to be, though. So
did you know that Space Jam's website's still up?
yeah, and like I heard it runs great on mobile.
Oh man. I kind of like Space Jam.
Yeah, like it's a modern day Alice in Wonderland done right.
All right.
If you think about it, yeah.
Kind of. Fuck. I will get back to Indigo Showing real quick.
Oh yeah.
Like I kind of always when I was a little kid, like fucking like 8, 9, 10, I always wanted to try and make my own pseudoscience bullshit to catch on. I think you sell it to people who have guilt about their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, my kid's currently chewing small animals. He must be a free-willed spirit with the intelligence of a German siege engineer inside of him.
Mm-hmm.
Did we mention how they use telepathy?
Apparently it's just through eye contact.
Oh god, so if blind them and remove the abilities.
Yeah. It makes you think about what Thomas said about like Catholics, how it's just live action role playing.
Oh god. Hey, fun fact, you know if you're Catholic, they don't recommend getting your knee replaced.
Really?
Because you have to kneel to pray.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, Catholics can't get their knees replaced.
There's another term for them is Children of Oz, indigo children. They talk about crystal children, too. I guess it's, like, generational. Like, and apparently, like, each generation, like, moves closer to, like, this hive mind or collective consciousness or something.
That's terrifying. All the millennials fused together.
In this chapter, they're talking about elves.
The fuck?
Yeah, right at the bottom paragraph. It's like, I guess it's like a term for like I don't think they mean actual elves, but like I guess it's just a term for
forest children.
Yeah, like I was joking about the LARPing thing, but yeah.
Apparently, yeah. Like you know, what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like. I know what I'm talking about sci-fi. Asimov has a novel that fucking Immortal something.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. God, this reads like a sci-fi novel.
Yeah. There's a world grid.
Do you know why they're called crystal children? If you die, they shatter.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's because they have a crystal aura. It's based around like the aura that some people.
What color is crystal?
Like it's, I guess, clear. So like you could say glass children, but but crystal sounds like
no glass children say motherfucker too much in our wheelchairs. God.
What was that a reference to?
Glass, the Samuel Jackson
movie.
movie.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I kind of want to, but I haven't seen Split or Unbreakable.
Yeah, like I only saw like half of Unbreakable, but I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm just transfixed by this book.
God,
I kind of want to meet these people and just interview them. I know that there are like some. Sometimes I see like signs for like advertisements for local psychics. I've thought about like
there's one in the area that I grew up near. I always wanted to walk in there, but I'm afraid I'm gonna walk in there and there's gonna be a guy in a helmet. Just.
I gotta see if this website is still up. Psykids.net.
Probably, I would.
Well, this was written in. Published in 2004, so I don't know.
They're still talking about Indigo Kids. It's still somewhat widespread. From what I did a little research into this myself, nothing in depth. Apparently, it's very common among pagans.
Yeah, it's that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like sometimes when I'm driving through downtown, usually by the mall, like I see like I think there was like a neon sign.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In Elyria?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to live by there. I used to live in something street. Oh, no, I'll say East 42nd Street. I grew up around there. fucking with the. I found out apparently one of my neighbors may have been involved in a cocaine operation.
Actually, like when I was at my dad's, he mentioned my next door neighbor, which I never knew about until now, but he grew marijuana out by the tree line. And like it makes sense, and I mentioned that to my mom, and she said the exact same thing. That because like this guy was always kind of out of it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, how you doing, little Tony?
But this guy, like, he's an old Puerto Rican dude. He used to sit on his chair out front, and he'd watch. And I remember the kid. He'd always go like on the door if a cop drove by. Mm-hmm. If a cop slowed down, he'd tap his cane. And he always said, you know what he used to do? He used to hit on my mom all the time. That always like his favorite one was, apparently, hey, do you have a little Puerto Rican in you? No. Do you want one? Like dirty old man jokes. The Indigo Children. It sounds like a not Marvel. It sounds like a Image Comics.
Yeah.
Like, the cover would be a girl covered in like indigo paint doing one of these.
Yeah, like have that aura or whatever. Apparently, like these kids also have a bluish skin tone, which. Do any of these look like they have blue skin tone?
The only one that has any blue on the image is that little kid on the upper left, and that's his shirt.
Yeah. So
maybe these people are just smoking so much weed or on so much LSD they don't notice. My kid's a fucking blue meanie. Mm-hmm. My kid should be fucking hunting down Gamora. She's so blue. God.
Have you seen the trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home?
I seen the one where they have like the fat kid get necked by fucking Nick Fury.
Is that the one that just came out?
No.
Okay.
I'm excited, to be honest. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Even if they're not good, I like the experience of watching a Marvel movie. They get the whole room sucked up in an old man's fantasy.
You still read the comics?
No. The last Marvel comic I read was fucking Squirrel Girl.
And when was that?
No, actually no. That's a lie. Squirrel Girl, or not Squirrel Girl. Fucking Gwenpool. And that was when we had Zach as a guest star.
Right. Oh, that was a year ago.
Yeah. Fucking Gwenpool's still my favorite Marvel comic to come out in the last 10 years.
Because I still go through the Comicsgate tab in the Smug Lily Discord. We should start our own Discord now that I think about it. Because I keep mentioning the Smug Discord, and I'm like I don't know. I like to shill for them.
It's time to shill for us.
Yeah, it's time to, especially now that our Patreon's up. I put up a Patreon a couple days ago. Cool. It's mostly bare bones right now, so there are no tiers, there's no goals, just the give money button.
Can we make $1 million goal? Just like, fucking, if you give us $1 million, we will fucking fly out to your house and do a show in for your front yard.
Yeah, but where was I going with that? Oh yeah, did you know about the lawsuit with Mark Waid?
Who?
Mark Waid, who did, like, he's a pretty big name comic book writer. Apparently, there's an ongoing lawsuit with him and Richard C. Meyer.
What happened?
I can't remember actually, but
I'm not familiar with a lot of the names in the industry.
Yeah, so you wouldn't even care. I probably shouldn't even care.
But
they're talking about how it's either Richard C. Meyer or I keep getting Richard C. Meyer and Ethan Van Sciver mixed up, because one of them is he has the YouTube channel Comics Matter with ya boy Zach. He also goes by Zach, Z-A-C-K. So
is he the guy who reviews comics?
Yeah, that's he was formerly Diversity in Comics. Maybe that's somebody else.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's Richard C. Meyer. And Ethan Van Sciver is the guy who does Cyber. No, wait, that's whatever. It doesn't matter. But one of them, he has an ongoing lawsuit with Mark Waid, and also he's not trash talking at all. He's still saying no. Oh, don't bother him. That's something that some of the people in the Smug Discord were saying is kind of dumb. Is because
depending on what the lawsuit's about, I'd either be leave him alone, he's fine, or I'll cut out his teeth with his own ribs.
Yeah. I think it's just a copyright thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, it's
copyright in comics is fucky. That's fucky business, my friend.
Or it might be like a slander thing. I don't know. Like, the point is that the point they were trying to make is that he's like not really like if even if Richard C. Meyer wins this case, then there will be more support for Mark Waid because like nobody knows what like to the extent of what like the shitty things that Mark Waid's doing because like none of that's being dragged out into the public.
Yeah.
It's all being kept private and humble and blah blah blah. And it's like that's not what you want to do if you're trying to like put like
a big guy down.
Yeah, take that guy down.
You know what I was thinking about in comics recently? There was this comic, I can't remember its name. It was this like a universe where only black people have superpowers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that I think that was a Mark Waid one. I think is that I think it was actually just is called Black.
Yeah, I remember that one because one of my friends was showing me stills. They use racial names as inspirations for characters. There was a villain named Tar Baby, to which my actual response is, "Oh fuck."
Mm-hmm. Actually, I can't remember if that was Mark because I know Mark Waid.
It was by a black comic writer who's kind of an asshole.
Okay, that's not Mark Waid. Mark Waid did Strange Fruit, which is also about black people, but I think it's a different. It's not a superhero one. But yeah, like I know that Richard C. Meyer was like I think he like supports like the guy who does that comic Black.
Yeah.
I can't remember that guy's name.
Something.
Something. Yeah, that's him.
I wouldn't make a character named something like. No, my name is something motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen a movie with Stuff, by the way?
I haven't, but like from what I've seen of it, it looks really good.
Have you seen the character Mo?
No.
Apparently, his opening line is, "They call me Mo because I always want Mo," and I just love fucking everyone. Apparently, that movie sounds drunk. What about scary video games?
Oh yeah, that's right. That was another talking point that I brought up.
Scary video games are something I'm not proud to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the original OG Freddy Fazbear fans. Fucking Father Freddy. Da, 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 da. I fucking have a CD of Five Nights at Freddy songs I burned. Fuck, I'm ashamed to mention that.
I think that I played that like the first game like once, and I just kind of got bored.
What I like is the story, because there is a weird story that got fucking convoluted.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense that like because if you have like a small game like that takes off really fast.
Yeah, my favorite thing is they made an Ultimate Custom Night game, but they have a fucking like there's a character who tells a 3.5-minute story when he kills you, but the whole story of a story there is that not everything in a story has meaning to the story, and that's just Scott Cawthon fucking on his fans. I love Scott Cawthon. He's cool. He's good in my book.
Yeah, for me, I remember playing Slender when it was big.
Oh, fuck, Slender. I used to watch every Mark video that had Slender in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like Slender, but I always liked Mark playing it because I liked when Mark would jump. I wonder if he can tell how old I was. He moved! That's how I was as a 13-year-old.
Yeah, I remember watching, I think it was Machinima. Like some of the guys from there, it was Gavin and the Rage Quit guy, Michael. They did like a playthrough of Slender, and I remember there was also another video that was how to kill the Slender Man, and it was like this guy like it basically starts out like a regular gameplay,
and then it goes surprise motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I fucking love that video.
And then Skrillex starts playing.
God, I want a horror game where at last minute if you do a special combo and when the monster goes to jump scare you, you fucking beat the shit out of him. No, what they need to do is have Slender attack a Latino mom. You just see that fucking flipper hit him in the chest like a Mortal Kombat fatality. You motherfucker, get over here! And she runs over. Whenever attacks is throwing any object that under 10 pounds at him. Oh. You know what other game I really liked? There was this game called Wick.
Sounds familiar.
It's where you have to collect things and survive till the end of the night. But there's these weird ghost children out there. And you could use candles, but each one had their own behavior, and I like that. I like horror games where each monster acts differently. They even had one that would tag team with the other. I thought that was cool.
I think one of my favorites, and I never finished it, so I'm not really one to talk, but Dead Space, the original.
Oh, I fucking love Dead Space.
Yeah.
It suffers the BioWare curse.
Mm-hmm.
First game's good. Second game, awesome. Third game, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. I remember watching my brother play the third one, and when it gets to the end, I'm just watching like, what the hell? What's going on?
Do you know what other fucking horror game? Do you count Darkest Dungeon as a horror game?
I never played that.
It's not jump scare horror, but it's more like you're fighting psychological horrors in an RPG manner.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason the game, it's a great game, but the thing that sells it is overconfidence is a overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Mm-hmm. I know that VR. I was watching Oni Plays, and they made a comment about it and how you can have like the shittiest horror game ever, but if you put it in VR, it immediately becomes like 100 times scarier.
You know what I would like to see a VR horror game of? Picture of a fucking VR horror game, but it's a fucking giant spider. Fucking spiders are scary naturally. Humans are scared of quick, small movements because of that.
Yeah, like I could see that working, like especially because
you'd have to make it like an alien spider.
Yeah, like how big are we talking?
Big enough that it can hide in a vent, big enough to kill you. And also, it's able to lay traps with webs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. See, what I was thinking was like if you made like a Shadow of the Colossus type video game, but in VR.
Oh fuck no! Do you know what'd be fucking great in VR? An Iron Man video game.
Yeah, I think there already is one.
Well, I mean, like in VR, and you can.
Yeah,
but I mean, official Marvel produced.
There might be, because I remember hearing about that not too long ago.
And you could probably get different Iron Man suits, like you can get the Hulk. Oh fuck! Picture a Hulk VR game. Remember Hulk Ultimate Destruction?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh fuck! Remember that other Hulk game they had? It was the one where it wasn't free roam, but there was a strict level structure.
Was that the one based on the original movie?
Based on.
Yeah.
There's fucking fights. They have a fight with Mobius the vampire. He's a boss. And when you fight him, it's a cage match of gamma mutants. It was fucking great. I'm sorry, I was obsessed with the Hulk as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I always wanted the Smasher.
You know, my mom wouldn't let me have one because she heard that it hurts people.
Really?
No, it doesn't hurt people, apparently. I think what they were trying to say is you put on the Hulk gloves and your little fucking 5-year-old like, Hulk smash into a busy intersection.
There's probably like, because like the kids just kept like putting holes in the walls, so they wanted to like.
Oh fuck. Also, I went the Thing gloves too. I like the Thing.
You ever have soccer boppers?
No, but I once went to a kid's I didn't even fucking know the kid, but my grandma, I was friends with her. I went to her birthday party. They had soccer boppers, and she fucking kicked the shit out of my nuts. Because I'm up here, and she just keeps kicking me in the nuts, and after I'm like, God damn, I fucking hate this girl.
How many of the kids do you think grew up with those and took up MMA as a result?
I fucking tons.
Yeah.
Especially that little girl. She don't fight with her fist. She fights with her knee and her foot. Oh my god. Fucking Ronda Rousey of soccer boppers. She once beat somebody so hard they shit themselves. Like, in Mortal Kombat, I fucking question her voice acting. If I ever see fucking Ronda Rousey in the streets, I'm running. She can whip my ass.
I mean, like, I heard that she has the worst voice acting.
It's not a bad voice. It's like, let me give you an example of a good voice in that game. He was my equal. I'm Sub-Zero. I'm Ronda Rousey. And it's a good voice. She fucking needs better delivery. She's fucking flatter than a child hit by a car.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, oh, fuck. Like, yeah, I miss MK9 where she just wore a boob vest.
I've heard that Sony is really cranking down on censorship of games now.
I heard Sony wasn't involved. They want to do a different style than they usually do. It's
right.
Moderately, I kind of like the outfits. Like, some of Scarlett's actually look a lot better than when she was just in a bikini because they add to the contour.
I wish that they would at least give you the option.
Option, yes. I want that as a classic DLC as her in a bikini.
But yeah, like Sony also is, because I saw like they were
they censored the fuck out of Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, did they?
Yeah. You know the lens flares, they aren't in the Xbox version.
Oh, okay. Like the only one that stuck out to me on the PC version is the part where with Lady, that one.
Yeah.
And even then you can like hack the game to like remove that.
I'm sorry, just the hacker man.
Like I always picture that sketch from Mega 64, the Deus Ex sketch where Rocco's running around Best Buy in the trench coat and he's just typing on all the laptops.
Yeah.
And but yeah, like there was a box art of like this anime game where on like the Switch version you can like there's a girl posing and you can see her thigh, but in the PS4 version they crop up to her waist.
The fuck.
Yeah, so like, it is real. So.
Everyone sent pictures of chicken thighs to fucking Sony.
Huh.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat wasn't affected by that. I think it was just creative control.
Yeah.
But, oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Sony won't allow Bethesda mods. Fuck that. I fucking bought Fallout 4, and then when I realized I couldn't get the cool mods, I fucking traded it in for Game of the Year edition.
Yeah. I actually just reinstalled Fallout 4 and installed a couple of mods.
Oh, it's fucking great with mods.
Yeah, like one of them in particular, it addresses the complaint that I had, like when I brought it up before, was where you can like get rid of the original story, or like you can.
Is it infinite answers?
You can keep your character silent, and you can start as like a class of your choosing. So you don't have that backstory. You can just like start as like a roving trader or as an NCR soldier, and just like start at any point in the world.
I have a mod like that called Infinite Answers. I still keep the voice on because I kind of like the voice, but I just don't do the main quest. It's also fucking great because I play survival mode because I'm a fucking masochist. My favorite thing ever is as I went into the glowing sea and ran out of fucking power cores in my armor. Fuck.
Yeah, like I like the voice off because like it adds to the sort of immersion with the role playing.
Yeah.
Because like if it's in your head, you can like picture it any way you want.
I miss New Vegas. New Vegas had the best fucking dialogue in the franchise.
I'm really hoping Outer Worlds is gonna be good.
I want fucking Bethesda to redo New Vegas gameplay wise. But you fucking keep the old dialogue. The fucking I don't care if you have to put. If it sounds tinnier than a fucking can of salmon.
Like I know that there was like going to be a mod that like for Fallout 4 that recreated New Vegas.
It's still alive.
Really?
Yeah, it's just not coming to console because it's bigger than fucking Bethesda's limits and it requires stuff that the console can't do.
Okay, because I heard that they like that Bethesda issued a DCMA.
They did to the first one, not to the second.
Oh, okay, good. That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm afraid of the DMCA fucking killing your fan games today.
You can lose money. Fuck it. I was hoping to improv.
Young man, get the fuck out of your chair.
Get the fuck out of town. I said, young man, you have syndrome of Down.
Sorry. Fucking. Oh my god, so the new Godzilla movie unleashed the new main theme. It's fucking Blue Oyster Cult's Godzilla, but it's Serge Tankian. It's fucking System of a Down's Godzilla. Fuck it.
Is that cover of the Blue Oyster Cult?
Yeah. And apparently Serge is helping with the music throughout the entire movie. I fucking want the song, the fucking, what's the song like? Makeup, butter on the table, you know that fucking song. Yeah. I forget its name.
It's Chop Suey.
I want Chop Suey playing when King Ghidorah fucking rises out of the ocean. God. I heard the movie wants to get like almost mock religious style imagery. So like they make Godzilla a messiah figure rising from the ocean.
I mean, if they're gonna do that, then like just I think that's good to like do it more goofy.
Yeah, because like Godzilla's almost a messiah figure in a way in a lot of the films.
And he's a giant monster. That's kind of goofy anyway.
Yeah, they're doing it in a sort of serious, but still, it's Godzilla's world. They're just living in it. I also found out that Ken Watanabe's also in Professor Pikachu. He plays the. Didn't you want to be a Pokemon trainer?
I heard that Ryan Reynolds recorded some R-rated outtakes.
Thank you, God.
Like, the question is, will they ever be released to the public?
I want him to do a fucking commentary track where it's him talking over Pikachu.
Like maybe if like I don't know if he has his own YouTube channel, maybe on Twitter, like he'll like say like just release it as redacted outtakes, and just not like as long as he doesn't say it's from Detective Pikachu, it might be fine.
Call it from Pective Pikachu.
Outtakes from Silly Animal Movie.
God. Also, fucking Detective Pikachu, the script sounds like it's old, but it's not, doesn't it? Like, it sounds like a 90s script.
Yeah, it reminds me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit in a way.
It reminds me of that, or it reminds me of, like, everybody, like, see, this very, this guy was hit by a car because he was a dick, and now Christopher Walken turns him into a cat who has to save his family, which is a real movie.
Yeah.
9 Lives.
Oh, that was Gary Busey, right?
No, that was Christopher Walken.
Okay. All right. I'm thinking of something different.
I think you're thinking of Shaggy Dog.
No, like that wasn't because with the Gary Busey one, he was turned into a dog, but it was like a small dog.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's not Shaggy Dog. It's fucking like non-Shaggy Dog.
Yeah, there were a couple of Shaggy Dog movies. The one that I'm most familiar with is not the Tim Allen one, but it was I think it was like a TV movie that was on the Disney Channel. Where it was like a teenager who got turned into a Shaggy Dog.
You know what I like to see do with a Shaggy Dog? Fucking a murderer, like fucking Cujo, but it's a Chihuahua. What's your name? And the dog like carves a swastika into its forehead. Oh no, it's the Charles Chihuahua Mansion. I want an Ed Gein. I want to do a thing where it's a rom-com, but halfway through you realize the guy named Ed's Ed Gein.
I think there's a Ted Bundy movie coming out.
Oh,
I want to say Zac Efron's playing him, but I'm not sure if that's him.
There's this new thing about serial killers being played by likable actors, it seems.
There was a Dahmer movie that was actually based on the Jeffrey Dahmer graphic novel, My Friend Dahmer. I think that's... No, I don't think it's at the library anymore. But like, I read it, and it's actually really good. It was actually made by someone who lives in Cleveland, who like went to the same high school as Dahmer. I think it was in his like circle of friends.
I'm gonna sound fucking dumb here. Dahmer lives in Cleveland?
He's from Ohio, yeah.
Oh fuck! Did he do his killings in Ohio?
Yeah.
Fuck! I didn't know. Okay, my sister's a serial killer fanatic. Though the Iceman's my personal favorite serial killer. Like, the fucking dude has a video like, where I bought this fucking I bought this shotgun and I was driving, I wanted to test it, so I shot the guy in the fucking head and his head came off. I was so surprised I drove back and got a second one. He didn't say fuck as many times. I don't know why I say fuck as many times as I do. I think you bring it out of me of shit like Indigo Children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was... Do you know that one kid looks like? He looks like he's gonna fucking like go like, oh wait, that's a little girl. Like fucking Pazuzu.
Oh yeah.
All these kids look like they're in a creepy kids horror movie, like Children. They're Children of a Corn remake. We have to find these kids. Oh wait, they're all probably adults.
Yeah. Like I was thinking, like, do you think Logan Paul?
How many of them do you think grew up to be porn stars?
That's a good question. Like,
that's a dumb question.
Probably a handful of them.
Yeah, because like apparently one of my friends went to school with a girl who grew up to be a porn star.
I mean, that's not surprising nowadays. Like I think about probably plenty of them are like cam girls.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I give them credit. You're all porn stars in my heart.
No, you gotta go through like the real stuff. You know, you can't. Be...
My favorite thing I've ever heard was an interview with Ron Jeremy. Apparently, they said there's 3 things most girls won't do in a porn show. They won't do sex with animals. They won't do scat and urine, and they won't have sex with Ron Jeremy. You know, he was a substitute teacher and learned he can do that. Are you familiar with his?
I'm not that familiar with Ron Jeremy.
Apparently, I'm not. I have never seen his videos. I just find him to be a charming person. He can autofillate himself. And apparently, one day he just didn't come into school because he found out he could do that. Like, hey, fuck, I'm getting a new job.
99% of men have tried at some point. The other 1% are liars.
That reminds me of my favorite quote from the Ava Geeks forum, is that if Shinji Ikari was any more self-serving, he would remove his own vertebrae and suck off his own dick for the rest of his life. All I'm picturing is like, that's the fucking plot of Ed of Ava if you think about it, in a metaphorical sense.
I was thinking about Evangelion the other day. I was at the mall, And for some reason, this came to me was I was thinking about one of these a project that I shelved a while ago, and just a brief synopsis of this because I might actually return to it someday, but it was going to be about let's see if this sounds familiar to you. A young girl who's lost in a disturbing and psychologically scarring world, who's trying to find her way home. Like that's basically every other like indie game. Like because like that's one of the reasons that I shelved it was because this is right around the time that stuff like Sally Face and Franbo.
Oh, I like Sally Face.
Like it's a very worn out theme right now. Like it's kind of cliche the little girl lost trope.
You're a little boy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like and like that's the reason that. Yeah, at one point I was considering making a little boy because it's harder to make a little boy lost sympathetic because like when a little boy is in trouble, he's expected to grow. And that's the reason that Shinji, I think, was so ill received as a character. People are like, why doesn't he just get in the robot? Why is he whining so much? If Shinji was a girl, then
they'd fucking understand.
He'd be like 10 times more sympathetic.
I want. Oh man, you know Shinji was almost a girl.
I mean, that's not surprising.
Have you ever seen that other anime Gainax did? There was something with a girl in the ocean.
Was that Gunstar Heroes?
Yeah, there was a character, they literally cut off her bangs and made her white-ish.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, there's something, basically, they took her character model and made her masculine and like, we got Shinji!
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's something involving the sea.
Yeah. But yeah, like the question is, if they made Shinji a girl, would it be as influential as it is?
Fuck no.
Right.
Fuck no. Because then you have the whiplash of Goran Logon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It would probably be seen more like the way Gurren Lagann is.
Yeah. No, you know I would like to see in the fucking Evangelion remake? They need to make you were doing the fucking the Gainax redub.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That I'm still worried about. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna be fucking upset. Like, what the? They're gonna get rid of all the classic sound effects. You watch.
I can see them leaving the sound effects.
I hope so.
Like I can see them only changing the dub, the voices.
90s sound effects in anime are fucking great. Like that.
Yeah.
The fucking noise that they have in Dragon Ball Z when they teleport. That.
Oh yeah. Tweet.
Tweet. Yeah, I love or every fucking sound effect in what's it called? Yu Yu Hakusho is fucking hysterical. It's ASMR for nerds.
Oh yeah. The one I always think of is, and I think this also got used in a couple of Cartoon Network shows like Dexter's Lab. I think Justice League used it once. Was the shining sound effect like swing? You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. My favorite one is the noise that the angels make when they blow shit up. Whoosh. Everyone's just going like, wow, we're listening to a 28-year-old guy?
I'm 27. I'll be 28 by August, though.
Oh, fuck, I was actually close. I was about to say 30 till I realized, oh no, you'll fucking kill me. God.
You know, I kind of wish, I don't know, I can't wait till I'm 30. That's the age where you just don't give a fuck anymore.
You just wake up one day and, it's like in fucking Avengers, you hold your hand out, the fucking monster flies into your hand.
Mm-hmm. There's actually a clip from Rocko's Modern Life, the final episode, actually, where it's, in the future, and Filbert's kids are grown up, and they're visiting him, and, he's in this sort of Darth Vader, containment pod, and then they ask him, how old are you? And he's all wrinkled and pimply, he's like, 38. And I'm like, I relate to this much more than I did as a kid.
I aged fucking fast, I think. There was just one moment when it was no, and I felt my youth being fucking drained away by her eyes.
I think that a lot of people my age and your age, they feel like they're getting older.
I just imagine
I think it has to do with social media. Everything's moving so fast that we feel like we're aging faster than we.
Imagine if you make it to fucking 90, how old you'll feel.
Hey, by then you'll have ascended, and you're a wizard then.
I'm already a fucking wizard in some context. I'm kidding.
I was about to say, but depending on whether or not you've gotten some. And by some, I mean sex.
God, the fucking horror story I've been hearing about crazy women. It's like,
Oh yeah. 2D women greater than 3D PD.
2.5 women are best. 2.5.
It's like probably holograms. That's probably what 2.5 would be.
Yes.
Your
imagine when we get 4D women.
I remember seeing a meme like that where it's like a tetrahedron and it says, this is the best one because like she has no concept of time and space or whatever.
God, oh my God, I'm just the fucking Tesseract waifu. I'm about the real fucking shape.
Yeah, it's like people.
Do you think Iron Man's ever like this is a dumb thing. One of my friends brought this up, but do you think Iron Man ever sexted with Friday while he's on that ship?
Ooh, I don't know.
Like, he's sitting there and he looks over his shoulder and says like, okay, Nebula's asleep. Deep. And he he just puts the gauntlet around it, turns on the, God.
Or I thought he was gonna, he just puts his helmet on.
Oh my God.
Down there.
Activate suction lock.
Yeah, speaking of autofellatio.
Oh, fuck. There's not many topics we can bring that up and still make sense.
Uh-huh.
Sucks to be one of those guys when you mention it.
No pun intended.
You know what I always thought about, Lansar, is like... So I remember when I was like 14 and I got my own computer for the first time. Mm-hmm. Well, not my own computer. My mom got herself a laptop and I got the old desktop. But it was in a room where you can close the door. Mm-hmm. And then I was on some website and a cam girl advertisement came up. Mm-hmm. Next thing you fucking know, like, I thought that was going to be a profitable engagement. And then I realized, oh no, they're just shallow people. I saw one of the girls catch her hand on fire. It's one of my favorite fucking stories.
Wow.
So what happened is that they're doing this thing outside, and it's two women, and the one girl, and I'm pretty sure they were knocking back brewskis when you weren't watching, and they were going to put on oil. And there was a fucking lit brazier. She caught her fucking hand on fire. And the other one turned the computer off, and I don't know what happened.
Wow.
I remember the fucking shock if you can't tell your family what you just saw. Mm-hmm. And you just sit there in dead silence.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, I don't know. Like,
it's almost a snuff film, but you didn't die. I'm pretty sure you won't die from that.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, yeah. Yeah,
I apologize. 14-year-olds of internet should not be a combination.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, weird stuff that I've seen. Like, I don't think anything of that scale. I remember, I think it was, like, on the GameFAQs forums. I remember, like, reading about, like, stuff that, like, people online... Like, it was actually, like... The forum for the original Star Wars Battlefront. And people were talking about their online stories.
Yeah.
Like one guy was talking about how it's like some guy on his team was playing with a lighter, and then all of a sudden you hears over the mic, "My dick's on fire! My dick's on fire!" He just runs to the other room and puts it. Like,
I honestly want to see if that shit would still happen today. I don't play online. No, I was playing Mortal Kombat Online, and the fucking people. This guy, Kun. He kept chanting every time I beat him. So you know what I did? So you can do a mercy in the game. Mm-hmm. So you beat the fuck out of him and you do a mercy. Then I did a combo that fucking wrecks him. You don't fuck with Shao Kahn mains.
Yeah, it seems like there's like whenever I play Overwatch, nobody talks, and I think it has to do with the amount of moderation in the community.
Yeah, and probably it's Overwatch always struck me as a really stressful game.
Yeah, it is, especially because again, like. The chat is so like heavily moderated. If you call somebody the N-word in chat, then you're immediately banned. Like you don't have that freedom or that leeway where it's like you can trash talk people because all these game developers want everything to be like as like audience friend. Like they just want to like reach the broadest audience possible. So you end up like making it
neutered.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. But then also like. You don't have an outlet for that stress of like your team's not cooperating, and it's like you can't really. You're discouraged from communicating because then you'll end up pulling a PewDiePie and like.
Do you know what my favorite thing to do in Overwatch is? I play Bastion mainly, and you can tell the kind of fuckhead I am. I like finding corners.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
I actually saw. There was one match that I was in where they had Bastion and a Symmetra, and the Symmetra laid down a teleporter. So then he was like teleporting back and forth while in turret mode.
Fuck! That's fucking evil, and I love it. The other one, I want to pick up the fucking hamster. I like Hammond.
Yeah, I actually started playing as Winston, and like for some reason, like when I tried playing as him a while back, I hated it, but now I love playing as him.
You know what I also I like fucking hunting down Genjis. That's my job. I wish you could take trophies from you. I'm sorry, I just want like fucking. No, I'm too Mortal Kombat-esque, but I fucking want to take his fucking helmet and mount it onto my Bastion's turret.
Let's see what other games have I been playing. There's one that I just... Oh, yeah, Borderlands. I've been giving that another shot. There's been a lot of controversy lately with Randy Pitchford doing dumb shit as usual. Apparently, like, he... Like the voice actor for Claptrap came out and revealed that Randy Pitchford, like, assaulted him at a convention or something. And then... So, like, this is... Like, that's all, like, coming out. Like... And also, like, that he might... Like, Randy Pitchford might have embezzled money.
Oh my fucking
like,
is he gonna make himself a... Oh wait, no, that's too obscure reference.
What were you gonna say?
Is he gonna make a fucking vulture suit and fly around Los Angeles? In the comic, he embezzled money from Oscorp and fucking made the vulture suit to escape.
Okay. I mean, like Randy Pitchford is a magician, so he might try something crazy. I don't know.
It's gonna be the fucking movie Now You See Me, and he's just walking around there, tossing around a game chip. No, you know what I want to fucking talk about? I'm going to be in a Succession game for Dwarf Fortress. And I'm fucking scared because, like, in Dwarf Fortress, I fucking... You know, like, they show those people who make, like, in my fort, we have a specialized water pump that shoots lava at the enemy. So they get... One person has one where they basically petrify the enemies in obsidian by hitting them with lava and water at the same time, and he carves into statues and sells them with people inside. What I am afraid of is, like... My fucking dwarf fortresses are fucking ghettos. The merchants come in there and you just see like all these dwarves walking around missing arms and legs. There's a fucking loot pile over here. There's this fucking dog walking around. No one knows who the dog belongs to. There's a dead cat in the corner. Where the dwarves says, "You'll suck your dick for iron." I'm sorry. I once had a thing where I needed iron and all I kept digging up was fucking gold. You know... No! I'm just picturing, drowning, fucking success. Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to be Boat Murder 2.0. But instead of, you have a really nice story, but I take a hold, next thing you fucking know, everyone's dead.
Yeah, Borderlands, I've been trying, I'm actually enjoying it so far.
I really like the setting.
Yeah, I know that there were a couple of times, I think, a couple of years ago was the last time I tried playing it.
Are you talking Borderlands 1?
Yeah, Borderlands 1.
Who you're playing?
The tank guy.
Ooh, Brick.
And I like playing as him. I heard that Borderlands 2. Do you know who is his favorite game?
Who?
John Carpenter.
Ooh.
He claims that it's the best game ever made. Which I'm sure that plenty of people will disagree with him on that, but
yeah,
I don't know. I would love to see I would actually really love to see a Borderlands movie directed by him.
Oh God, no!
I think he could pull it off. He
does. Doesn't he do Nightbreed?
I think he did Nightbreed. He did Escape from New York. He did They Live.
He did fucking Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Damn, I already respect him, man, but that's one of my favorite bad movies.
Yeah, so he has. I wouldn't say it's that bad.
Well, no, but it's a movie.
It's a B movie.
B movie, it's like fucking. My name is Snake Plissken. It's also the name of Iroquois Plissken.
Yeah. Coincidence?
I think yes, dude. But fucking speaking of John Carpenter, he made a couple comic books.
I think he did. Yeah.
I was reading one of them and wow, there's a lot of dick fucking in this comics. Was a note I made.
Yeah, I would definitely trust him to do, because he has experience with goofy action movies. So Borderlands seems like it would be right up his alley.
By the way, I just fucking realized Borderlands influenced Smokes. Take Ironclad, take off the metal, he's fucking Brick. You have Mordecai, who may as well be named, Jawbone, the fucking sword-wielding guy in a mask. And you look at the soldier dude who basically Smokes with less charisma.
I mean, all the playable characters kind of don't have charisma on purpose. Because, whenever I'm playing as Brick, he's just, he just says, the most generic line, when you spawn a vehicle and he's like, drive.
I can't like.
I mean, he doesn't say it like that. It's more like drive, but he's not talking to anybody in particular.
I
I mean,
rem-
like you would be if like you were playing co-op, which is, I guess, the ideal way to play.
Do you know what I would like to do? I'd like to make a fucking game. Here's my pitch for a sci-fi game. You fucking play as a bunch of alien big game hunters, and well, no, you play as a guy who organizes a hunt, but you don't control the AI hunters. But you have to help monitor a hunt. Like, oh fuck it, like you do a bug hunt. You go, oh no, these are sulfuric acid spraying death gleepers. Or oh no, the thing's coming up behind them. Warn them on the radio.
Let's see. Any other like scary video games you can think of that you played, or like
Mortal Kombat 9 had a jump scare so bad I couldn't go into the crypt.
really?
They have a monster jump up and screech.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it was so bad I couldn't go into the crypt, so I didn't get almost any of the costumes.
You know, there are some like non-scary video games that have like scary moments in them. One that I always think of is Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker, and this is probably going to be one that like nobody agrees with me on. But
The prison?
no, well, it has to do with the prison island. What was it? What was it called? Forsaken Fortress. But like when you go back to there at like any point in the game after you beat Shadow Ganon or whatever, like the day and night cycle immediately goes to night, and it always freaked me out, like as if it's like in the middle of the day or if it's at morning, and you see the sun just go,
God,
just immediately night, and like that for some reason that always like had this sort of existential horror to me.
You know, a game always scared me. There was a game called Cabela's African Hunts, but they had every animal had its own soundtrack for what to fucking kill you. But you know the African wild dog? I'm gonna try. And this guy, and then you hear the fucking pots and pans. Fucking terrified me because I'm hunting a lion and I got this thing out there, and you hear the fucking pots and pans, and you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, music can like really influence the mood of a game.
Think of Skyrim's theme.
Oh yeah,
fucking great theme. And when you're fighting a dragon and it starts playing, and then you fucking like use you fucking use sorcery to blow it out of the sky.
Dovahkiin,
Not
a single sardine.
I used to be able to sing it.
Oh really?
Oh god, you know what? So I went to class with this fucking kid. I'm going to call Colin. I'll fucking say his name.
Sure, I'll bleep it
Me
out.
and him once fucking did the whole Skyrim song on phone to each other. Oh my god, I fucking hate myself. God.
Yeah, you ever watch the? Because I remember, like, Newgrounds especially, like, did a lot of stuff for Skyrim when it was big. One in particular was Happy Harry's Skyrim musical and animations. Like, they're still like really well animated. He did about like 3 of them, so like one for each re-release or major re-release, the remaster, and then the
Special remaster.
Special
I want them to do a new remaster, but what you do is it fucking Fallout 76, but Skyrim at the same time. Country roads,
take me home
to the place that we belong, and there's fucking West Virginia. Okay, can I tell you a dumb moment I had the other day? So I take medication, I get lightheaded, and I act like a fucking idiot when I'm lightheaded. I saw a car for West Virginia. I said, "Wow, we're from Virginia," and my grandma says, "No, it's from Virginia." And it took me about 5 minutes to realize West Virginia and Virginia were 2 different states when I was fucking lightheaded.
West Virginia is for West Virgins.
The Virgin. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking proud of Left Virginia. I'm from Left Virginia. Because there ain't no right Virginia. There ain't nothing right in Left Virginia. That's on their side.
I just started following. I think I mentioned it last time. It was No Context Chris Chan on Twitter.
Oh fuck! I need to look at that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like whenever they post, it's like more than half the posts are like just like trigger memories for me. Like when I was first exposed to it.
I got to when I had a first exposure to Chris Chan. I fucking threw them into the fire. And they came out a changed man. I walked into the bar and they were sitting in the corner, hands shaking, slurping back beer, the scars of, I don't know. I mean,
compared to like everything since like the height of Chris Chan's popularity. Like it seems so quaint now.
Yeah. He's really settled down.
Yeah. I mean, there were some great moments. Like, I always remember the Liquid Chris saga. That was.
I want fucking someone to take Metal Gear, but you change every name to Chris and Chris Chan. You haven't. I want a Metal Gear Chris Chan game. Chris. No, just picture fucking. Oh my god, fucking Volgan. Fucking Volgan would be the Pickle Man.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Remember that scene in fucking Metal Gear 3 where he's on the fucking tank and he punches a hole in it and he grabs the wires and just fucking. That scene always stuck out to me. Volgan was scary.
Yeah.
God, you know what I also kind of miss? Chris Chan set the bar for every lolcow, every weirdo on the internet to be judged by Chris.
See, I don't know if that's true anymore because I mentioned like he just seems quaint now.
I mean, old Chris.
Yeah, but even at his like old Chris's most infamous, there's plenty of people who are worse than him.
Yeah, like Bates.
Yeah, Nick
Have
Bates.
you realized everyone named Bates is fucking nuts?
Yeah, well, that wasn't his real name.
Oh.
I think that was like the nickname people gave him.
Oh yeah,
because I think his like real name was like Nicholas Redding or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad that he's in jail.
Yeah, I hope they fucking throw away the key.
Yeah, like you know that Mark David Chapman is still alive.
Who?
The guy who killed John Lennon.
Wow, what's he been up to?
Like I guess he was up for parole like late last year, but I guess obviously it got denied.
Can I ask something really fucked up? Do you think when there was a prisoner listening to Beatles music, he wrote, "Ha ha! I ruined it. I'm sorry. That's a fucked up joke to make." Fuck. I apologize to the fans, but like I'm picturing this guy fucking like, yeah, ask me how I met them. And you have a prisoner that fucking strangle him in his sleep. I'm sorry, you know what I'm still hung up about is when they have the neck snap joke in Infinity War. Oh, crap, sorry, you're all deaf now. But when they had him do the baby family, like that, and the noise his knuckles make, that's fucking like, man, War Machine's great.
Yeah, you know that Don Cheadle hates Brie Larson. You ever seen that? You ever seen that interview?
I haven't, but I can understand. She seems like she
Yeah, like there was an interview where him, Brie Larson, and I think Chris Evans were being interviewed, and then like no, it was Chris Hemsworth, and she's like elbowing, and it's like, yeah, get it, and then Don Cheadle's like, don't touch me. Remember what Remember what I said about the touching?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, so
I want a War Machine versus Captain Marvel. I want fucking War Machine and more Marvel shit.
Yeah, that would be neat to see.
He should maybe give him his own movie. Like, you know what I would do? Put War Machine in the middle of a fucking military conflict, and it turns out Hydra's back.
You think they're gonna make him the next Iron Man?
You know, it'd be nice. Him and Mercy become the Iron People.
Him and who?
Mercy or Rescue.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I call her Mercy.
Okay. Well, yeah, but Gwyneth Paltrow apparently is not coming back either.
Okay, do you know who I want? I want Morgan. Yeah. Make Morgan the next.
I heard that like Spider-Man might be the next Iron Man. Oh. Which I don't know how I feel about that.
If they make Miles Morales, no, dude, who should be the next Iron Man? Have the iron armor land, and they go, who is it? Yeah, surprise, motherfucker! The machine gun. Nick Fury is Iron Man. Have you ever seen the Nick Fury movie?
The one with David Hasselhoff?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I prefer Black Nick Fury. Black Nick Fury is the best.
I think it can go either way.
It depends on the writer, but in the movies, it's like David Hasselhoff says, wow, let me do my impression. Wow, ain't he a looker? And the Life Maldito goes, wow, ain't he a looker? And it's just Nick Fury has so much. I heard a thing. You know that old black lady you see, or the black? Well, not old, but she will be old with the bun haircut who rats out in Captain and Iron Man. In the elevator scene in Endgame.
Okay.
Apparently, she's Nick Fury's mom.
Oh yeah, that was. She was actually in Community. I recognize her from that.
Oh wow! I mean, the Russos were involved with that, right?
Community?
Yeah, I thought they were involved with that as well.
I didn't know about that.
I think. Don't quote me. I don't know my directors worth a damn.
Okay. Like, I imagine they might like of all the episodes that they might have directed, if they, like, depending on how they were involved. They probably did the paintball episodes.
Yeah.
Because those were probably the closest to action movie in a sitcom. So that was pretty cool. Community was a good show.
It was.
Yeah. I mean, like depending on how you feel about Dan Harmon. Dan Harmon, he's a creator of Community. He also co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Oh.
So yeah, like he's kind of an asshole from.
I can separate the creator from the media.
Yeah, me too.
Unless it's like something where he just fucking like shot blood into it, like this is my prop. You know what I'm talking about, right? Can you read Chris Chan about thinking about Sonichu or reverse?
Well, Chris Chan is
Sonichu. Yeah. There is no difference anymore.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like he literally becomes a Sonichu in like the second issue.
Can you imagine if like fucking Chris Chan, if he somehow mutated from all these elder and Chris Chan's the Indigo Child?
He like
him and Ellen Page must fight now. No, he's a Crystal Child.
I ship it.
I just picture. Oh man, I'm sorry. You know what the best part of fucking Mortal Kombat 11 is? They give Raiden fucking lightning swords. I want to see lightning swords Chris Chan fighting for a mob of people.
I would honestly love to see a Sonichu comic published by Marvel.
Now, will it be Marvel art and Chris Chan writing?
Yeah.
Can we have Alan Moore and Grant Morrison in it? Mm-hmm. One of them is like, they're the co-writer. Mm-hmm. They're the ones going like, this is what you must do.
I can imagine like Grant Morrison sitting down listening to Chris Chan like say like just everything about Quick Villain, the Sonichu lore, and Grant Morrison just sitting there with his hands full, just looking intently, just nodding like, yes, I understand completely.
And the next issue of League of Extraordinary Men, Sonichu fights Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde is fucking Chris Chan.
It would be Harry Potter comes back to life. He whips out his dick, shoots lightning out, and then Sonichu just catches it. And he's like, nice try.
God, oh my God! Did you ever redesigning the Sonic?
I heard that. Yeah.
I hope they make it more like I want to see an actual blue hedgehog.
Yeah, I saw like an actual realistic hedgehog replaced, and like.
Does it look good?
Yeah, like obviously it looks better than
the shit they shot out.
Like how likely do you think that like the studio like did release it like looking like crap on purpose to like get people talking?
50-50. Mm-hmm. There's still ineptitude. I fucking want to see it for Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Like I think the last time we talked about this, like I mentioned how, like at the end of the trailer, he doesn't look like that until like the end stinger. From what I have heard, and they might change that too.
Dr. Eggman is my favorite part of Sonic, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, like he definitely has probably the most personality.
Yeah, and plus he's just fucking great. Like, what's your plan? Catch me a woodland gnat. All of his plans involve catching small defenseless animals. Do you think he has something about, like, you know, when he was a child, he was Dark Reboot, he was molested by a priest, and that's why he's obsessed with, like, capturing small animals and put them in the naughty machine. Fuck.
Yeah, that'd be the IDW reboot. Or it's like IDW Dark. Or
I want IDW to scene where he like takes off his like his shirt and you see he's covered in scars.
Or I thought you were gonna say like his body is like a robot suit and he's like shriveled up on the inside.
He's Krang. He's just Krang.
It made me think about. Never mind. Because like I was gonna say that there was like some fans who were like more punished than the Sonic. I was trying to think of like a fandom that's more punished than the Sonic fandom. And like there was one thought that I had and I couldn't think of it.
Undertale, Five Nights at Freddy's, Steven Universe, Homestuck.
I mean, like
one that's shit on more than them.
Or yeah, like either or gets shit.
Fuck. Oh wow, a fandom that I can't think of any. Sonic's just gotten a brunt.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Steven Universe. Has that ended yet?
I hope. I don't know.
Like, 'cause I remember like hearing about the episode where they finally confront White Diamond, who's the Grand Leader or whatever, and they end up being friends with her. Even like really get her to turn good, which doesn't make any sense because she's like a genocidal maniac who's killed like billions of.
And what they do now is she kills. They walk out there and she's like, "I'm murdering the Eastern Europeans." Okay.
Mm-hmm. I've thought about like catching up on it again, like after it ends at least.
You know,
just doing a post-mortem maybe.
I'm gonna tell you something else. I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't like Undertale. Both fandoms have given out some great music.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Undertale especially.
Yeah, like for example, Five Nights at Freddy's, they have Living Tombstone got some good jams.
Mm-hmm.
I also like this one dude. He has he did a fucking metal song for Five Nights at Freddy's. It was kind of good. For my rose-tinted glasses as I sit up on my lofty ivory tower. My name is Mo, because I always want Mo. Well.
Anything else you want to talk about? You want anything
Kings
else?
and I don't know if I was going to do a war thing.
Anything else you want to say about Indigo Children?
I would like to say that Indigo Children are my worst nightmares at times.
Like, I hope that like anybody who like actually believes this stuff will like seek actual scientific.
I want to see an indigo child assassin. They just put, he hunts the indigo children. And he cuts out like this tattoo on them, and it's a map to Terabithia.
Yeah, like this kind of gives me like anti-vax vibes. The way
Fuck yes.
The way they reject like modern medicine.
They reject fucking science.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's like kind of makes me sad when I think about that stuff. It's like.
We fucking crawled out of those fucking stone caves. We killed fucking every predator we could find, and now we're being sucked back into those caves. In one word, troglodyte.
2 words, 3 words, vaccinate your kids.
4 words, fuck indigo children mothers. It's always the moms.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Women suck. End of story. And
bad moms suck, but worse.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Anyways, I've been Tony.
I've been Zach.
And this has been the Monkey Bar.
Hey, why do you